Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. There was another Zoom link. I clicked on Upwork, and I was there. I was waiting for it. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, it was like a tech issue. It was I think it was an automated Upwork link rather than my normal meeting room.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just use this one for now. So yeah, let me know. Were you able to check out the training?
Yeah. But I have a lot of questions for you.
Great, let's dive into it.
Okay, because I have them down here. What is the USP of your business?
USP?
The unique selling proposition. If you were to tell me in one phrase.
Yeah, in one phrase, we teach you how to become a consistent lucid dreamer.
Okay. But from the videos I watched the strategy video twice. For me, it's not really clear what the program is. So let me say, you have that 6-week program for $97. Is that right?
So there's a low ticket offer and a high ticket offer. The low ticket is $97 a month, and they get access to the 6-week course. Right, the 6-week course is the foundation of becoming a consistent lucid dreamer, and then they're paying for continued monthly access for new information and guidance. And then,
that course is being updated once in a while. That 97,
and we're adding another course to it soon. That's going to be a bonus course as well. The thing you're focusing on is the high ticket offer encompasses all of that, and it has one-on-one weekly sessions with me personally. So that's the differentiating factor. That's why they pay a premium for my time. And it's either $3K a month for 30-minute weekly sessions or $5K a month for hour-long weekly sessions.
Because in the sales script you said here that wait a second. Well, the everyday price for this is 3,500, and then I can knock off 1,000 to.
Right. Yeah, that's a price anchoring strategy we used when we were just selling the course as is. So we used to only just sell the 6-week course at a several $1,000 price point, and then we were getting so much feedback that a lot of people wanted to take it but didn't have the funds to. So that's why we dropped it to a $97 a month intro price. And then we still have that premium offer for people who want one-on-one attention.
Okay. Okay. Now I get it. Yeah. Now I get it. Let me. Let me.
So like that's why we're like making all this free YouTube content as well. We want to just get the information out there that, first of all, you're capable of lucid dreaming if you want to, and we have the protocols in place to teach you how to do that. And then if you want to, sign up for $97 a month, we give you all of those years of training we had, so it takes you days or weeks to achieve your goals rather than months or years. And then the premium offering on top of that is, hey, if you want to work personally one-on-one with me to deal with whatever specific issue you're dealing with, that you want one-on-one guidance, your mental blocks, your addictions, your traumas, your limiting beliefs, that's what that premium offering is, and that's what you're conveying to these high-income individuals. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so the strategy session videos, that's just a blueprint for how to flow during these Zoom calls, right? So you don't have to do exactly reading off the script. You're going to flow naturally and have a natural conversation, and then you're going to use the same price anchoring structure of, we have this one-on-one opportunity. You can work with Ian personally at $5K a month for hour-long sessions, or it's just $3K a month for 30-minute sessions. And then, so that's where you lead it. And if they're in the income bracket where they can support that, and they have a big enough pain point where they want to work with us, then that should be a no-brainer for them, because that's what you determine over the course of that 45-minute call. It's like, okay, what's their current situation? What's their desired situation? What's keeping them from getting to their desired situation? And can we be that bridge, that gap to get them to their desired situation faster and easier?
Okay, but in that video, the sales call was about 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was me doing it after, many, many times. So I got it down to a quick, call. You
Oh,
could get it if you get it down there, you could get it down to that too. Like
okay.
because you just want to cover, what are their pain points, what are their problems, where are they currently at, and where do they want to go. And if you can cover that in 10, 20 minutes and make it a no-brainer that they want to work with us, then great. If that takes you 40 minutes for more building rapport and things like that, you can do that too. That's completely up to you. You'll kind of get a feel for it as you start doing these strategy session calls. And then that's another reason why I make you pick the niche, because it has to be something you're really passionate about, that you want to talk about a lot.
Okay. And is it okay to ask about the money? I mean,
Yeah, of course. That's one of the first questions I ask. How much are you currently making per month? Should be a straightforward answer. If they go, well, sometimes this, sometimes that, sometimes this. Okay, about on average, what do you make per month? And okay, you get that number. Perfect. It's 15K a month, 20K a month, 30K a month, whatever it is. Okay.
yeah.
Great. So you're currently making 20K a month. How much would you like to be making? Right. So that's, we're at the current situation. Now we're getting to the desired situation. We're currently making 20K. We'd like to be making 100K, $1 million a month. Okay, great. What's keeping you from making that right now? And that's where we find out what the limiting belief is, what what trauma or mental block they're dealing with, what external factor that is manifesting itself in that situation. And then, okay, so you're currently here and you'd like to be here, and you're dealing with some unknown block or limiting belief. Well, we can help bridge that gap through what's called consistent lucid dreaming. Because when you become self-aware in your dreams, that's what lucid dreaming is, you have a direct line with your subconscious. And your subconscious is the thing that automates 95% of your day. You tend to think the same thoughts you thought yesterday. You tend to have the same belief systems you had the day before, and you tend to take the same actions based on those beliefs and thoughts. But what we're doing is we're interrupting that flow process, and we're going directly to the subconscious and saying, this is our new belief system, and this is the scenario we want to live. And then what happens is, in your waking world, you naturally, automatically, because your subconscious is wired to a new system, you start taking new action steps that you previously didn't, and you no longer are left with those limiting beliefs or mental blocks. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And I wrote here, why would people choose lucid dreaming over, I don't know, other methods of removing blocks?
Well, I think the most powerful reason is time, because when you're talking to these high income entrepreneurs, these business owners, time is a limiting factor. They're putting a lot of hours in, some are working 60, 80 hours a week. So we're saying, look, it's not going to take you any more time, maybe 10 to 30 minutes right before you go to sleep and right when you wake up. Because all the time you're spending on this is normally what's called passive sleep. Everybody sleeps 6 to 10 hours a night. That's a third of your life spent sleeping. Now, that can be a passive experience, or that can be an active experience. I like to give the analogy. It's like, you use your computer and surf the internet throughout the day, and the battery drains. So you plug it in at night. But with lucid dreaming, when it's charging, plugged into the wall, you can still surf the internet for a little bit. That's the same thing with your mind.
Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Let me see. There are some links on Kajabi platform that don't work.
Yeah, those were the old links. What we'll do is, whenever you have calls, what we'll do is, after your first call, we'll set up specific links for you. So it just is an automatic commission off of whatever clients you bring in. But for the first call, just, send me the information. I'll manually input it. And then we'll do the 3K price point, 3K a month price point for 30-minute sessions, and the 5K price point at hour-long sessions. And then anyone who's just doing, the low ticket offer, just $97 a month, you can input their information manually into the link I gave you on WhatsApp. And then just let me know, hey, I'm responsible for this one coming in. So just manually let me know, because what that does is it immediately gives them access to the course so they can get started right away.
Okay, so I'll put their email on that link you gave it to me.
Yeah, exactly. So when you sign them up over the phone, right? If they're going for the high ticket offer, you take down their financial information, their email, their phone number, all the necessary information, the credit card number, the CVV, the expiration date. You take all of that information down. You input it into the 97 a month offer, And that will be the checking, making sure the card processed. And then if they're doing the high ticket offer, you send that information to me. I'll manually do it, and then make sure to delete everything. And we'll keep it end-to-end encrypted through WhatsApp, and then just delete it so we keep their information private.
Okay.
And then after you land your first high ticket client, I'll set up specific links for you at the 3K a month and 5K a month price point. So you can just do it live on the call and they immediately get access that way. That way, we don't have to like do extra hurdles or extra steps, but I just want to make sure, it's a technical thing setting that up. I want to make sure you land your first client first, and that's the direction you want to head in.
Yeah, don't worry, I get it. Let me see. Credit. Yeah, in the strategy session video, someone said that had an American Express card. Now, any card can be used?
Yeah, we now accept all major credit card lines.
Any card. Okay.
Yeah, he was the first one. We were just doing Visa and MasterCard. He was the first one to have Amex, but it did process just fine.
Okay. Okay, let me see.
Those like minute details aren't that big a deal, because like if they're motivated and ready to go, we'll find a way to make it happen. We can always do a wire transfer if necessary.
Okay.
But most of it will just be straight credit card, especially at the 3K and 5K price point, because most credit cards have over a 25K limit, monthly limit if you're in a high income bracket.
Okay. Yeah. And all the time I'm going to say that I'm sending in the high ticket offers. I'm saying that you will working with Ian. I am one. I am
you're a Lucid guide. You're still going to be weekly checking in with them, making sure they're enjoying the process. But the high ticket offer, the benefit they get is they get to work one-on-one with me, because like I'm, the Dream Master, understanding how to work this, and I've helped tons of people how to do this. So that's their benefit. So they get two resources. They get you as a Lucid guide that you'll check in with them by email, and they get one-on-one sessions with me. So that's the differentiating factor. That's why they're spending the more money, because they want one-on-one guidance that they can't get just through a course or weekly email check-ins. They want that extra step, because they know if they get that one-on-one guidance, they'll get to their results faster than they could have.
Okay.
So it's imagine you're an entrepreneur hiring employees, right? Like you're hiring this person to be your mental guide, helping you reach your next logical step. So like they're just an employee for you. And that's why we're able to justify that 3K a month or 5K a month price point, because that's what you pay an employee to do a job or service for you.
Okay. Did anyone ask you what's really in the course in each week?
Yeah, I'll send you a link so you can check it out. Usually it's if you've seen from the strategy session call where we just understand what their pain point is, show what their desired situation is, and show that we can be the bridge in the gap. They don't really care what the information is, as long as we can deliver value. So as long as because like you can walk through each week if you want and explain how the 6-week course works. But usually what you'll find is they're just really motivated. They want to get started. And what we do is we drip out the content each week for the first 6 weeks. And then we have ongoing training and continued lessons past that point. But that first 6 weeks is kind of like, I give the analogy, like you're really out of shape, you're fat and you want to get in shape. So that initial time is to get in shape, and then everything else is just maintenance mode. Because, it takes about a third of the energy to stay in shape than it does to get in shape in the first place.
Yeah, that's a really good point. But one thing I didn't get from that video, for example, someone pays for the low ticket offer. He gets the first week. The video is only for the first week. In the second week, he gets the materials from the second week. Or
so that's for low ticket and high ticket. Everybody gets stripped out content. We used to give all the information at once, but it was overwhelming. So what we do is each week is dripped out, and each week has a little bit more content each time. So like first week, it's really light, just cleaning up your bedroom, making it organized. Second week, it's a little more intensive, getting focused on what you're dreaming about, remembering your dreams. Third week, it's starting to become self-aware in your dreams. Fourth week, it's furthering that process, understanding more advanced protocols. Fifth week and sixth week are more advanced and maintenance mode techniques. And by that point, they should already had maybe several lucid dreams. Usually they have, if they've never had a lucid dream before, it might take a week or 2 or 3, but usually if they're familiar with Lucid Dreams, they usually get it in the first few days. So, but it's important not to stress out about it, because the people who get the best results aren't really stressed and focused on achieving it. They're more like understanding and allowing it to happen, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. What you as a credit card registration. Yeah, and also in that video you said that you're going to walk that particular client to the registration process, and you said that you were going to show him where to click and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. So that was for when I was manually inputting everything. But when you sign them up, remember you for the first one at least, you'll just sign them up through the low ticket offer and send their financial information to me for the bigger payment chunk. But once you input their email and password they'd like into the low ticket offer, if you click on that link I sent you, it immediately gets them access. And then they just go to foreverlucid.com and click the login button, and then they have immediate access to the course. So yeah.
And for example, for a high ticket offer, when I'm going to put the information in the fields, will they be charged that 97 at the moment?
Yeah. So that will show that their credit card is working, and it will process through the payment. And then when you send the financial information over to me, I charge that, $3K or $5K amount. And then you then direct them to me, because I'll have to work out with my schedule when I can fit them in at the 30-minute session or the hour-long session.
Okay. So it's 97 plus 3,000, or 3,000 in total?
No, I'll just subtract the 97 from it. The 97 is just to give them immediate access to the course so they can get started. Because they probably won't start one-on-one sessions with me until the week after, once we work out the schedule.
Okay, the week after. And I guess that
what I'll do is I'll include my Calendly link, so you can be like, hey, you can book your first session with Ian through this Calendly link, and then we'll do that moving forward, if that will make the process easier for this first one. Like after the first one, like we'll have more automated systems for you specifically and have it linked directly to your account to just get your recurring payment that way. But for the first one, since that takes so much time to set up, that's why I want all the attention just focus on landing your first high ticket client, and then we'll go forward in that process.
Okay. Now I want to ask you about LinkedIn and Facebook. From the access you gave it to me, there's a file there where you said that half of the time spend it on LinkedIn and half
that's the old training. Don't worry about that at all. I only want you to spend all your attention on one platform that you care about. I would recommend LinkedIn. It's easier to see their professions, and it's a more professional atmosphere. So you spend all your attention, and like we said from last call, you reach out to 100 people per day with a automated message that we give you, and you add some personalization. You add their first name, something from their profile. You do that to 100 people per day, and you do that until you land your first high ticket client, and then we automate that 100 per day for you.
Okay.
So like really, if you like boil down how is your time spent, you got 30 minutes to an hour each day reaching out to 100 people. Then you have 30 minutes ish responding to comments and scheduling calls, and then you have maybe 1 or 2 calls a day, which are each like 20 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
So it's not more than 3 hours a day max. So it's a part-time job until you until we automate the cold outreach for you, and then you can make it a full-time job by just spending all your time responding to warm leads.
Okay. And I created a new LinkedIn account today because I don't want to use my the reason I don't want to use my personal one, because I have a lot of contacts from Romania, and I don't want to be, how do you say, suggested people from Romania, and I made a new one.
Yeah, that's fine. Just link it to foreverlucid.com as you're you put it that you're an employee of Forever Lucid, or I think it's called Ian Forever Lucid. You'll just look on LinkedIn, it will populate. And then just put your Lucid guide, or you can put business development, whatever you're more comfortable with. And then just start reaching out to 100 people per day in your niche. We'll decide your niche on this call right now. And then I'll walk you through that process. And then I just want you to screen record your outreach process and send that to me each day so I can review and give you notes. And then we'll use that as training for your cold outreacher.
Yeah, but I want to ask you, should I pay for a LinkedIn Premium?
You don't have to. If you want, it just gives you more features. And I think it's what, like $80 a month. So it will pay for itself after the first high ticket, but you'd be fine on normal. It's just like you I think all it offers is like extra in mailing, but the majority of your first outreaches is gonna be you connect with them and add a note. So that's all free. And you can do like 100 per day of that free. But if you want like more specific information and like detailed accounts, that's what the premium offer is for you.
Okay.
That's up to you. I wouldn't say yes or no. If you just want more information, you want more information.
Okay.
But I'll show you through the free account like how to access everything you need, just straight, and go from there. And then if you want to add it later, go for it. You know, nothing's stopping you. It just
Yeah.
makes the process easier in the future. But for right now, you know, like being lean and not spending money and just, you know, doing it that way, that's probably the best bet for you.
Okay. And should I make some? I'm thinking about making some content. I don't know, like 2 paragraphs a day to write, because whenever people are gonna see my profile, I have to make them believe me.
Yeah, you can make some videos or stuff to like put at your head screen, and then all you have to do for content, we're posting 12 pieces of video content per day, so you could just repost all that. You don't have to like spend any time making content if you don't want to, other than just like an intro video for yourself. Like on your description, you could say, hey, check out my YouTube video, and it's just like a 5-10 minute video of you introducing yourself, talking about lucid dreaming. Or you could just only do reposts of me. You know, like there's tons of content of me. You could just pick the best ones you like and have them reference that. You know, it's whatever you prefer. Like the less time you spend on miscellaneous stuff, the more time you get to spend on direct outreach, because that's what gets you results. It's the direct outreach.
Okay. And let me ask you about the niche.
Yeah. Let's get honed in on what niche you want to do. So have you had some time to think about this?
Yeah, I did a little bit of research, and I was thinking about people who would, how do you say, who would spend some money on this area. And I was thinking about I have a brother who is a software guy, you know, an IT guy. So my target audience, I would say, would be 30 years old men who are developers, or in this area, I know that's quite big, and who are also fond of meditation and holistic healing. What do you say about this?
Okay, so
I joined some groups on LinkedIn, and I have to think more how to start, how to find those type of people to match up the meditation and the IT area.
Okay, so 30, you're thinking 30-plus-year-old males who are developers. I wouldn't limit it to males, to males and females. And they're developers. Are you passionate about development software and stuff like that? Is this something you want to talk about all day?
Not quite. I'm more into
a
approach.
So think about, what are you most passionate about? Like if you had all the money in the world, what would you talk about? How would you spend your time?
Oh, that's a good question, because I have too many interests. But
give me your top 3.
Top 3. Okay. Books, hiking, and music, you know, my kind of music, playing the guitar, going to concerts, stuff like that.
What kind of books do you like?
Mostly scientific books, you know, like
science.
I read a lot of marketing books. Now that I have a bachelor's in psychology, I also have a bachelor's in sociology, so this is my domain.
Okay, so you'd like to talk about psychology all day if you could, right? Or marketing? Okay, so that's who you target. You target marketing people and psychology people. And remember, it's a $3K a month or $5K a month price point. So they have to have the income level to be able to support that. So you got to think about, okay, what income level am I targeting? It's probably going to be in the 6-7 range, 6-figure, 7-figure range annual income. So I'm targeting people, psychology and marketing people who have high 6-figure, 7-figure salaries.
Yeah, but their salaries is not posted on LinkedIn, is it?
So if you go on Google and you type in like chief marketing officer average annual salary, right? Let me do that right now. See, this is how you decide on let me show you. I'm gonna share my screen for a sec.
Okay, yeah. I didn't think about that.
All right, can you see my screen all right?
Yep.
All right, so you hop on Google and you can hop on LinkedIn. You say, okay, I'm interested in psychology jobs. I'm interested in marketing jobs. And I'm targeting high income, so 6 figures. Okay, look, 15 high-paying jobs with a bachelor's degree in psychology, marketing, psychology jobs. So you can just go on this. So look at this. So psychiatrists, you could target psychiatrists. They make $216K a year. That would be in a decent price point. You can target chief marketing officers. Okay, they're in the 270K, 480K price point, depending on their company size. Okay, so then you want to get more specific, right? So now we go on LinkedIn and we're targeting, let's say we're doing the chief marketing officers. Oh, and here's all the videos you can just repost. We like make 12 of them plus per day. And they're just like fun educational content about lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
So for you personally, let's say we're on your LinkedIn page, we're going to chief marketing officer. This is just an example. We're still going to choose your niche based on what you want to do. But okay, so we go chief marketing officer based on jobs. So we can see who's hiring right now. So look, Ascent Select, they're paying $220K a year. So that's in our price range. That means they're making what, 10, 20K a month. So they can support a 3 to 5K a month purchase if it helps them grow their income. You could target, entrepreneurs in the marketing space who have over, 10 plus employees. It's whatever you're interested in. Just pick one niche that you want to talk about all day long, that you're really passionate about. And then when you go to research these people, you want to make sure it's United States and you want to see people. And this shows all the chief marketing officers in America. And you want to make sure there's thousands of people. So, okay, look, there's 100 plus pages of chief marketing officers. So that means we're in a good location because we're going to reach out to 100 people per day. So it looks like this. I'm going to be, okay, Parker Newton, he's a good fit for me. So I'm going to connect with him. I'm going to add a note. We're going to have an automated message for you. Hey, would you be opposed to one-on-one lucid dreaming coaching? Yeah, their first name, maybe check out their profile real quick, see if there's anything you could reference that they're passionate about. This all takes like 10, 20 seconds per person. Just find something that, they're in the Nissan Motor Corporation, maybe reference something like that. He went to Furman University. I went there too. That's a reference. He likes Makoto Uchida, the CEO of Nissan, obviously, because he's working there. Oh, he's also a fan of Patrick, who's a tennis coach. So he might like tennis. So you can reference tennis. So it's just like one sentence referencing whatever they're passionate about, right? So like you stick above the crowd, because me personally, like I get all these in-mails, and if you're going to set yourself apart, you got to be like, okay, you got to add their first name and say something immediately that you're passionate about, that they're also passionate about. So if you like tennis, say, OMG, I love tennis too, something like that. And that whole process takes, 10, 30 seconds max per person. So, let's say it's 20 seconds on average per person, 100 people per day. And then that's 33 minutes. So 30 minutes to an hour per day of just this cold outreach. So once we do, you connect with them, you add the note, you press send, that's it. That's all you have to do. And that's free. And look, there's a premium thing. The only thing premium does is it does an in-mail too. But you get the same messaging, because when they connect with you and read your message, you can then send another message. If they don't respond right away, follow up with them. It's all about follow-up. Sometimes, if you're familiar with marketing, it takes 7 touch points for someone to become aware of who you are. What that means is connecting with them on 7 different levels at different times for them to be absorbed into their subconscious, to where they're aware of you. That's why advertisements work so well, that they find whoever's watching the ads and they keep retargeting those same people. Because when you keep retargeting, you get lodged in their subconscious, and then they think about you. even when you're not there, and then they want to purchase from you. So we do the same thing, but we're focused on helping people, right?
Yeah.
So does that all make sense to you?
Yeah, of course. And about the message, the how do you say, the template? Where is it?
I'll send you a I'll just send you one of the ones you use. Feel free to just use this for most of it, and then you can adapt as you grow.
Okay.
I'm going to include it in the chat. Let me pull it up for you.
Do you have any preference of people who I would target that would benefit your business? Do you have something in mind based on what I've told you till now?
So this is why I want you to choose. I can give you advice on which niche you want to do, but as long as you have the major points, right? It's a topic that you really care about, that they can tell that you care about and you want to talk about all day, and they're in an income bracket that can support a 3K or 5K a month investment in themselves. Because really, why are they paying us, right? They're investing in themselves to get to their next financial goal, to remove mental blocks, to remove addictions, whatever that specific thing is that you understand through the call. That's why they're investing in us, right?
Okay.
All right. Did you get that link in the chat? It's just like, you change their first name, you change what they're interested in, and then that's just the first sentence. Those 2 sentences is what you send out to all the connects, and then a percentage of those 100 will accept your connection request, and then some of them will immediately answer you. If not, you just keep following up. And the people who do answer you, they'll usually be like, "No, I'm not opposed to that," or "Yeah, I'd love to learn more." And then you can ask, "Okay, excellent. Like, this will be in your own language, but what are you looking to accomplish in your business and life?" Right? It's a vague question that gets us more ideal. Like, what are their goals, right?
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Let me.
Anyway, there are plenty of templates and a lot of resources on Google to.
Yeah, like if you're curious, if you want to like double check with me, honestly, Google is your best friend. It's like, how do I get responses better? How do I say better messaging? How do I do better sales? You can find all that for free on Google. And it's the same thing for us. Like, I'm getting some feedback now from these organic free videos I'm making. They're like, why would I pay $97 a month? These are poor people who don't have income at all. Like, why would I pay $97 a month where I can get all the free information on the internet? Exactly. And I say, yeah, exactly. All information is virtually free on the internet. What you're paying for is from guidance from someone who's achieved it, so that fast tracks your learning curve. Instead of spending months or years trying to figure this out, you can do it in days or weeks. So that's why you're paying it. It's the time versus money equation. And when you start speaking to these people in the higher income brackets, they're very more aware of that. It's like, I could cook all my meals myself, spend a couple hours a day, or I could hire a private chef to do it for me. Right? And I save all that extra time. It's still food I'm eating. I spend a little bit more money on private chef. It's that kind of methodology. And it's the same thing for your mental health and your lucid dreaming goals or manifestation goals.
Okay. Well, I'm curious about one thing about you. How many people have you coached?
Through this latest version of Lucid Accelerator, we've had over 50 people now, and we maintain 100% success rate. So even if you just take the low ticket offer, we guarantee you'll get lucid dreams. It's that simple. If you do the minimal amount of work, which is about 10 to 30 minutes of action items per day, usually right before you go to bed and right when you wake up, you'll get lucid dreams. Because remember, getting one lucid dream is not our goal. Our goal is to get you to become a consistent lucid dreamer, so you can use that time to benefit your life and your waking world. To remove those limiting beliefs, those mental blocks, those addictions, whatever that barrier is that's keeping you from your desired situation. We help set that strong foundation so you can work with your subconscious to your desired goal.
Okay. Well, I don't have any questions. I guess I just have to start to reach out to people.
Yeah, just hone in on your niche. Send me a WhatsApp once you're clear on it after you did your own LinkedIn research and Google research.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure it's something you care about, something that they have a high income already, and something that you think there's a pain point that we can help solve. And if it meets those 3 criteria, and there's thousands of them, you hit the mother load right there, because then you can just reach out to 100 people per day and have an infinite supply of new leads coming in.
Okay.
So yeah, so your main focus should be, like, set up your profile, send me a link, I'll review it. Tell me what niche you're choosing, I'll review it too. And then you can start reaching out right away. Copy these 2 messages. The first one, you change their first name and you change, Alex Hermosi, creativity, marketing, business development, whatever they're passionate about. And then the second one, you could just leave the same for all of them if you want, or you can do A/B testing, which is you try 50 for one and 50 for the other and see which one works better, or you can do 100 for everybody and just try it that way. Whatever works best for you. We found this messaging just by Googling what are high converting questions. And the psychological trick is, would you be opposed? So like asking a neg question, they're less likely to say no. And it's like, because like you would have to say yes to say no, right? So it's that psychological interesting tactic, which seems to be working well for our other Lucid guides. And I've tried it personally on Instagram as well, getting a pretty good response rate. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have any more questions at this point?
What's the Instagram?
Everything is Ian Forever Lucid. So Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, it's all the same name. And then the only one that's different, it just uses my real name, Ian Trans, for LinkedIn, but it has foreverlucid.com on there.
Okay, Ian. I'll keep you up to date. I'll try to record the screen to see what good stuff and best stuff I'm doing, and we'll keep in touch.
Okay, great.
I will send you messages on WhatsApp when I have some questions. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. What I'll do is go ahead and copy these 2 sentences in the chat box. Go ahead and do that. Okay. And then on WhatsApp, just reach out with any questions. And then when you send the screen recording, you can use a service called WeTransfer. It's free and it just sends it straight to my email. You can use that.
Okay.
And then, yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know.
Okay, I will. Trust me, I will.
All right, I'll go ahead and send this this Zoom recording through a YouTube link to your email. And then, yeah, we should be good for now.
Okay. Thanks.
I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. Goodbye.